Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us high.
This is where we're starting our journey today and heading on to a magnificent thing called Robin Hood's Bower. And just amazed by the old pool still outside there, unused. This has been unused for years, this chapel, and we're going to carry on it this way, back out and follow our way down towards Robin Hood's Bower. Truly amazing. And some of the old graves here. And these graves obviously relate to people that used to go to the chapel. It's quite sad when you come to an area where there's a redundant church. So this marks the start of my adventure in this redundant cemetery with the traffic noise in the background. We've looked at the church and we know we're on 5 Ash Lane, and the graves relate to around about the 1860s. So we're now going to go from here and head towards Robin Hood's Bower. So come with me and we'll see what we find out. At this stage we start leaving the busy road behind us and cross over some bridges over the River Wylye. Obviously a very ancient river, and this is the River Wylye. A chalk stream of significant environmental importance. And this building is Job's Mill, which was the home of the 5th Marquess of Bath, Henry Thynne. And everybody thinks that he used to live at Longleat, but he didn't. This was his proper house here. Coming up from Job's Mill, 5 Ash Lane goes into a holloway, so a significant old road trail which may date back further than any of us can even imagine. Well, I'm now off of 5 Ash Lane. I'm walking my way through the woodland to try and see this wonderful piece of history from our past. I always have some apprehension when I walk these areas because a lot of local people don't know where things are, and you look at it on the map before and you think, aha, it must be down here, and then it's not. So I'm hoping that it is. So I'll carry on and hopefully we'll get to it. But I love these little explorers where you never know whether you're going to get there or not, and you might get lost forever in the woods. Ooh. Well, I can see the monkey puzzle trees up ahead of me, so I think I have the right place. And the monkey puzzle trees were planted by the 6th, not 5th, 6th Marquess of Bath, because he was very interested in forestry, and they are a wonder to see, especially so many of them all in one place. So we'll have a look now and see if we can find the actual earthwork within here. Looking forward to this, as you never know what you're going to find. Read about stuff in books, and although I'm a local lad, I've never been here before, so it is definitely a first for me. And I can see already, coming back a bit, nearly walked past it like an idiot James the ditch that goes around it here. And this is the spot where Alfred is supposed to, I say supposed to because none of us know, have camped before the Battle of Edington or Edington in AD 878. And we're just coming into it now, and just an impressive area to walk in, really, more than anything else. And then the magnificent thing is that it looks like this may have been an oak here. It was supposed to be the site of Ivy Oak, a sacred oak tree. So there's every possibility that that could be the case. But just looking up, you get this wonderful effect of the monkey puzzle trees. You can imagine a monkey climbing through those, puzzling how to get from one bit to another. Truly an amazing thing to see. Well, sat on the stump, why did we go to the abandoned graveyard first? And that's because this area was used as a non-conformist chapel in the 18th, 19th century. So they didn't have churches. Religion was a bit outlawed in places, and so a lot of those people that are in the Baptist cemetery, if you like, may have come to this area and had church services. And those church services, we've got an area near us called Golden Grove in Dilton Marsh that's still quite famous for having those services there. And the services used to be attended by up to sort of 800 people. So coming to an old earthwork, you can understand why it's so important that these places are preserved. So they found a place in the forest that was identifiable, and they had church services in here. So the incredible part is that some of those graves that we looked at, the people may have come here to services years ago. Incredible. And one thing you may ask is, Robin Hood, why Robin Hood's Bower? And Robin Hood, because of the oak tree that was there apparently. That's why it was named Robin Hood's Bower. It probably had an ancient Saxon name at one stage, which has been lost to time. But that's why it's named that. So just scanning around under the monkey puzzle trees there, you can see that it's a semicircular shape, but I wonder if there's anything on the other side. So we'll have a look over here and see if there's any form of a ditch over this side, as there very well could be. Although this forest path goes through the middle, there's every possibility. And yes, it does. I can see that already. The ditch goes around here as well. And just come up to the ditch and have a look. I'll include a LiDAR map, of course. Hear the sticks crunching away. And yet we can see that the ditch carries on all around this area where more monkey puzzle trees are. So then I bring myself to the point, I ask the question, well, did Alfred come here in AD 878? There's nothing to prove it, but there's nothing to disprove it. An earthwork from possibly Neolithic times that would have been of interest in the landscape, a focal point where you could go and meet. So there's every opportunity for them and every chance that that may have been the case. So this may have been a battle meeting spot that was religious, probably in early times and then on into the 17th century. Not religious today, but a great place to visit, and it has a feeling about it that I can't really describe, but it feels tranquil here and very nice. I'm going to end my small adventure in history on this woodland trail, and just to say thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate that, and I hope you'll come and visit sometime. So until the next time, goodbye.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun as she puts her hand in mine.